I'd like to call to order the meeting of the Village Board for July 18th, 2023. Would you please join us for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
President DeSimone.
Here.
Trustee Carmona.
Here.
Trustee Franz.
Here.
Trustee Fry.
Here.
Trustee Lomax.
Here.
Trustee Perez.
Here. At this time, we'll move to public comment. Does anyone wish to address the board? If so, please approach the podium and state your name.
No, we don't have anyone.
This will conclude public comment. Is there a motion to approve the minutes from the June 20th, 2023 Village Board meeting?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
You have a second?
Are there any modifications to these minutes? Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona.
Yes.
Trustee Franz.
Yes.
Trustee Fry.
Yes.
Trustee Lomax.
Yes.
Trustee Perez. That's five.
Motion carries and the minutes are approved. The next item of business is to approve the amount in the warrant in the amount of $2,587,322.40. Is there a motion to approve?
You have a motion?
Is there a second?
Second.
Do we have any discussion on the warrant? Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona.
Yes.
Trustee Franz.
Yes.
Trustee Fry.
Yes.
Trustee Lomax.
Yes.
Trustee Perez.
Yes.
That's five.
Motion carries and the warrant is approved. There are no items on the consent agenda. One is a resolution designating principal authority to the village manager for the Illinois Funds Self-Insurance Reserve for the Village of Bensville, Counties of Cook and DuPage. Is there a motion to approve this resolution?
You have a motion.
Do I have a second?
You have a
Second.
second?
Being a motion and a second, Evan, are you taking this?
Yeah, so up until 2015, the village was self-insured. After 2015, we sought coverage for insurance. We had a self-insurance reserve fund with the state of Illinois Treasurer's Office, which is basically a savings account. We've kept the money in there until all claims dating back 2015 have been resolved. This year, we finally resolved our last claim that was a workers' comp claim that was lingering around for a while, so we can finally close our self-insurance reserve fund. Unfortunately, none of the people who were around in 2015 who are on that fund are here today. So I need to be named to that as principal authority to move that to our other main savings account with the Illinois funds. So this is just a housekeeping item, giving me principal authority to move that money from one fund to another.
Board have any questions?
No.
Call the roll, please.
Trustee Carmona.
Yes.
Trustee Franz.
Yes.
Trustee Fry.
Yes.
Trustee Lomax.
Yes.
Trustee Perez.
Yes.
That's five.
Motion carries and the resolution is approved. We'll move straight to Public Works. Ordinance designating certain property as surplus and authorizing the disposal of the same. Is there a motion to approve this ordinance?
You have a motion.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Being a motion and a second, do we have discussion? Joe?
So there are 5 vehicles, Public Works vehicles, that are no longer needed due to planned replacements. So we're declaring those surplus with your approval. We plan to auction these 5 vehicles plus the 3 previously done in the last couple of months at an auction in the coming months.
Any questions from the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona.
Yes.
Trustee Franz.
Yes.
Trustee Fry.
Yes.
Trustee Lomax.
Yes.
Trustee Perez.
Yes.
That's five.
Motion carries and the ordinance is passed. 2 is a resolution authorizing the approval of a purchase order to Core and Main for census water meters annual maintenance and in the not to exceed amount of $20,779. Is there a motion to approve?
You have a
Do I
motion?
have a second?
Second.
Being a motion, a second, Joe?
So the village secures our water meter readings through an AMR system. It's an automated meter reading system to accurately and efficiently produce our water bills. The software package is called Census. We've been using this since 2013. Our annual maintenance for the software is there to keep the system current and all the updates together. Cost is $20,779 through Core and Main, and staff does recommend approval.
Board have any questions? Call the roll, please.
Trustee Carmona.
Yes.
Trustee Franz.
Yes.
Trustee Fry.
Yes.
Trustee Lomax.
Yes.
Trustee Perez.
Yes.
That's five.
Motion carries and the resolution is approved. 3 is a resolution authorizing the purchase order to the Illinois Environmental Protection Agency for the annual wastewater treatment plant NPDES operating permit in the not to exceed amount of $17,500. Is there a motion to approve this resolution?
You have a
Do
motion.
I have a second?
Second.
Being a motion and a second, Joe, discussion?
Annual housekeeping, this is just a PO for our permit, which is $17,500 each year to run and operate our wastewater treatment plant.
Questions from the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona.
Yes.
Trustee Franz.
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's five.
Motion carries and the resolution is approved. 4 is a resolution waiving competitive bidding and authorizing a purchase order to Roche Ford of Bensonville for the purchase of one public works truck in a not to exceed amount of $50,903. Is there a motion to approve?
You have a motion.
We have a second.
Second.
Being a motion and second, Joel?
Probably should have this one on the agenda before I just surplus the one it's replacing. But this is one of our two Ford F-250s that we had budgeted for this year. We purchased the other one earlier in the year. We secured the second truck through Roche Ford at a cost of $700 below MSRP. The upfits for the truck will still be performed. They're all less than $10,000 through other vendors. We'll keep our total cost of the vehicle under the $60,000 budget. Cost of the vehicle itself through Roche is $50,903, and staff does recommend approval.
Questions from the board?
We're starting to see a little bit of movement in car prices again, so hopefully we can start going back to this. There's still no state bid, but we're seeing some joint purchasing things, so that's a good sign that we're starting to see these come in below MSRP again.
So, real quick, as far as the waiving of the competitive bidding, why are we waiving that?
Because we did not go out and see competitive bids, and we have an agreement with Roche Ford to actually provide us vehicles at what's supposed to be state or joint bid pricing. Again, because of what we're dealing with right now without the state bid, we are just going out and looking for vehicles that fit what we need.
Okay.
And doing our negotiating with them to try to get them below MSRP.
Got it. Thank you.
Any other questions from the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona? Yes. Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's five.
Motion carries, the resolution is approved. 5 is a resolution authorizing the execution of a change order number 3, which is final, with Independent Mechanical Industries Incorporated for the increase of $85,549 for the York Road Lift Station 10 improvement project for a final contract cost of $1,173,655. Is there a motion to approve?
Yeah, motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Being a motion and second, Joe?
So our York Road Lift Station project actually started back in 2021, had its share of delays due to construction concerns, supply chain issues, weather, bypass pumping. We've had a couple of change orders come before the board. Most of those change orders were time-related more than they were dollar-related. But at the end of the day, this project did come in a little bit higher than the contract price because of some unforeseen things we saw underground once we started digging. So this is our final change order. It has 10 items that are included within it. Some of those are new work items that we had to add. Some of them are just balancing original contract price items. The total value of $85,549 provides our final contract price at $1,173,655. So staff does recommend approval.
Any questions from the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona? Yes. Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's five.
Motion carries, the resolution is approved. 6 is a resolution authorizing a purchase order to CC Power for purchase and installation of 40 Enersys batteries at the police department in the not to exceed amount of $14,205. Is there a motion to approve this resolution?
You have a
Do I
motion.
have a second?
Second.
Being a motion and a second, discussion, please?
So our village's police department is equipped with a backup generator, along with an uninterrupted power supply. This is a UPS, is what most people know it by, to ensure that we never lose power. The UPS is there to get the power to the building while the generator is kind of getting started. The UPS is comprised of 40 different battery cells. Those have about a 4-year life cycle on them. So we're approaching the life cycle of those 4 years, and our latest tests show that they are in a weak state. So we are looking to replace those 40. We did go out and solicit proposals from 3 different contractors, with CC Power coming in with the lowest price of $14,205. So it's our recommendation to approve.
Any questions from the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's five.
Motion carries, resolution is approved. 7 is a resolution authorizing a purchase order to Vian Construction for the emergency repair of York Road Lift Station Force Main in the not to exceed amount of $39,000. Is there a motion to approve this resolution?
You have a
Do I
motion.
have a second?
Second.
Being a motion and a second, discussion, Joe?
So if you recall, I informed you of a force main leak last board meeting. We tried to work through AT&T to get them to fix it. They don't have the expertise or the contractors that are equipped to do this. It would have taken probably months for them to go and secure through their processes to get this fixed. We did not feel we had the time. So we solicited proposals from 3 local contractors that have done emergency work for us. 2 of them were in a position to actually do the work, with Vion Construction submitting the lowest of the 2 bids. They actually performed that work this morning, so the clamp did go on the broken pipe. They'll be doing some restoration over the next couple of weeks of the turf. There's a maintenance path for the CDA that's out there, so we'll get all that buttoned up in the next couple of weeks. It is our anticipation that we will be reimbursed through AT&T's claim department. We've already started that process and have a few emails with them kind of saying, yes, that's our pipe that went through there. So we're confident that we can get them to pay for that. So this is just us paying them before we get reimbursed, paying the contractor before we get reimbursed by AT&T. Vion, again, has done multiple work for us. Their bid of $38,950 is what we recommend approval.
Any questions from the board? Call the roll, please.
Trustee Carmona? Yes. Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 5.
Motion carries, resolution is approved. 8 is a resolution authorizing purchase order to Omega Pro Systems for the purchase and replacement of fire alarms at Edge Ice Arena in the not-to-exceed amount of $28,700. Is there a motion to approve this resolution?
You have
Yep.
a
Do
motion?
we have a second?
Second.
Being a motion and a second, do we have discussion?
So the fire alarm panel at the Edge 2 facility on Jefferson is original to the construction of that building. Recently, we've had some parts of that fire panel that have been compromised. We can no longer fix the panel due to its age and parts not being accessible. So we decided that we're going to look into installing a new addressable fire panel, which is a more state-of-the-art. The fire department can actually go right to the panel and know exactly what's triggering at this point. In order to do that, we need to replace the panel as well as all of the devices. So these are your smoke detectors, your heat detectors, your little red lights and stuff like that. So there's over 125 of those devices that will be replaced in the facility as well. We did go out for an RFP to multiple contractors in the area that do fire alarms. Omega Pro Systems came in as the lowest and most responsive bidder in the amount of $28,700. They're local here in Bensonville, and it's our recommendation to approve.
Any questions from the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona? Yes. Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 5.
Motion carries, resolution is approved. 9 is a resolution authorizing the execution of an amendment to an agreement with DuPage River Salt Creek Work Group, accepting the DRSCW special condition provision and participating in the DRSCW local funding program. Is there a motion to approve this resolution?
You have a
Do
motion?
I have a second?
Second.
Being a motion and a second, do we have discussion?
Yeah, so the village entered into an agreement with DuPage River Salt Creek Work Group back in August of 2015. Basically, what this agreement does, it provides us the ability to support an environmental organization that goes out and tries to do good projects to reduce nutrients in our streams. The EPA recognizes this group, and with our participation, we are able to keep our phosphorus limit for our wastewater treatment plant down to something that we feel is very manageable. Without participation in this group, the EPA would likely reduce our permit for phosphorus down to something that would cost us over $100,000 a year just in chemicals to try to meet those limits. So this is a very economical way for us to, one, support an environmental group, two, keep our costs down at the wastewater treatment plant. So we've asked to provide an extension to the agreement for the next 5 years. Our last agreement expired back in June. So we're looking at the next 5 years at actually a reduced cost to what we've been paying over the last 5 years. It's about a $12,000 to $13,000 annual fee we'll pay to the group in order to save hundreds of thousands of dollars per year on chemicals. So it's staff's recommendation to approve this agreement.
Any questions from the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona? Yes. Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 5.
Motion carries and resolution is approved. 10 is a resolution authorizing a purchase order to Tidewell Roofing and Sheet Metal of Elk Grove Village for purchase and installation of roof coating on Edge Ice Arena in the not-to-exceed amount of $245,290. Is there a motion to approve this resolution?
You have a motion?
Do I have a second?
Second.
Being a motion and a second, Joe?
So as we continue to work on improving our facilities, the Edge 2 ice rink has an 86,000 square foot roof on it. It's basically a galvanized roof. has a lot of seams in it. Some of those seams have leaked over the years. We've provided a lot of patches over the years. So we're looking at more of a permanent solution to fixing the roof. We've done a lot of research into different coating systems, into roof replacements, into different ways that we can extend the life of that roof without a replacement. There's a product called Carnac 502 Elasto Coat. This is a product that's made out in Westchester. We've talked to them, we've looked at other applications that they put on. We feel this is the best system that can provide us with probably a 10 to 15-year life extension on the existing roof. After talking to them, they will warranty this product for a 10-year period as long as the installation is done properly. So we asked them for local contractors that they would approve the installation of. They gave us a list of about 5 or 6 of them. We reached out to all of them, asked them to provide a proposal. Tidewell Roofing and Sheet Metal of Elk Grove submitted the lowest responsive bid in the amount of $245,290. And we are hoping to get this done in the next couple of months so that we can get through our winter season without any leaks.
I just want to point out, we had budgeted $600,000 for this, so staff did a really good job of going out and finding competitive bids to reduce this, which makes some room in our capital budget, which we'll address next.
Did Joe stay up real late and then see this on the infomercial? Sounds like an infomercial product.
Bronco knives.
All right, any questions from the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 5.
Motion carries and the resolution is approved. Under Recreation is a resolution approving a sales agreement with AVI Systems Incorporated to upgrade the sound system on the west rink at 735 East Jefferson Street in the not to exceed amount of $73,737. Is there a motion to approve this resolution?
You have a
Do I
motion?
have a second?
Second.
I'll
A
take this
motion
one.
and a second. Evan?
I'll take this one. At this year's Honor Flight, which was a great event, it was full, it was packed, our vets were there, it was wonderful. It was just frankly embarrassing how bad the sound system at the edge is. It was an afterthought, not original to the building. It doesn't really work too well. We had great people saying great things that we couldn't hear. So Frank and I were talking, we have to do something here. Unfortunately, that was after the budget, so I didn't have any room in the budget to pay for a new system until Joe and his staff saved us almost more than $300,000 on the roof. So I'm going to recommend that we use some of that savings to upgrade the sound system on the west rink, something that's more appropriate for that, that's actually going to serve our vets and our users a lot better. So our multimedia team went out to AVI, who does most of our sound and audio technology throughout the village. They gave us a quote that was very high. Anthony did a great job of paring that back to what we needed, not without all the bells and whistles. We want something that's going to be robust over there because the edge is a tough facility. We don't need all the fanciest stuff. We need something that's going to be robust and stable and sturdy. So we pared that back down to this cost of $73,000. I'm going to recommend that we use the savings from the roof to pay for this and get this purchase underway.
Any questions from our board? Call the roll.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 5.
Motion carries and the resolution is approved. Presidential remarks, I got a couple things I'd like to discuss. One of them I want to address is some things that are going around in the village, some written, some spoke about the senior center construction project. Some of the stuff is completely false, so I'm going to address that right now. So I know that many of you are concerned about the recent bankruptcy of Empire Construction, which has affected the senior center build-out. No one has been more upset about this delay other than myself. I want to assure you that we are committed to completing this project as soon as possible. Empire Construction was the lowest responsible bidder for the project, and their bid was reviewed and accepted by the state per grant guidelines. Empire had 38 other government agencies with open contracts at the time of their default, which suggests that they were a reputable company with a good track record. In fact, if we didn't select Empire Construction, we would have been in violation of state bidding guidelines and would have been unable to access the $1.2 million grant that we were awarded. The idea that past candidates for elected office are proposing that the village should have violated a fair and open process only proves that the voters made the right choice. Empire Construction was fully bonded, which means that there is a surety bond company that is responsible for completing the project if Empire is unable to do so. We are currently assessing the surety bonds company's liquidated damages in the amount of $600 per day until the project is substantially completed. The State of Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity is fully engaged in advising us on how to remain grant compliant. I know that this is a delay that no one wanted, but I want to assure you that the project will be completed as planned. The only thing that we are out is time. We will continue to remain transparent and keep the community updated on the progress. So I hope that clears up some falsehoods that are out there. Some presidential remarks. This year's Music in the Park concert series continues, playing July 26th with American English. This is one of our bigger bands, so come early to enjoy the many food options and check out our car show. The music begins at 7:30. For the complete Music in the Park schedule, please visit our website. This year's National Night Out will be held on Tuesday, August 1st from 6 to 8 p.m. in Town Center. This is a community police awareness family event. There will be games, free food, a chance to meet our canine, inflatables, and more. So please see the village website for more information on that. Public Works will be holding an annual open house on Saturday, August 5th from 10 to 2. In conjunction with the open house, there will be a shredding and e-recycling event in the parking lot from 10 a.m. till noon for our residents. So please see the village website or call Public Works at 630-350-3435 with questions. Our next senior lunch will be the annual barbecue senior lunch that will be held on Friday, August 11th in Town Center. You will have a choice of a hot dog or a hamburger, and the cost is $5. So please register your lunch selection by calling the senior hotline at 630-350-3426. Lunch will be served at 11 a.m. One last thing, we have a back-to-school movie in the park, which will be held on Friday, August 11th from 8 till 10. The movie will be played in the park next to Village Hall, so please bring a blanket for this free family event. Refreshments will be available for purchase. So please see the village website for more. That concludes presidential remarks. Do we have any remarks from our village manager?
I have none. Thank you.
Any from our attorney?
I have no remarks.
Is there any unfinished business to come before the board tonight?
Seeing none.
Any new business to come before the board tonight?
Seeing none.
Need for executive session?
No.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
You have a motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's five.
Motion carries and we are adjourned. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.